Yes, he did. And look, I'm going with my gut feeling on this. And I say that purposely, gut feeling, because Brandon Staley needs to start learning how to go with his gut feeling and not just the math. All right, this isn't trigonometry class. This is football. All right. Sometimes you got to go with your gut. And here's what I'm saying, Nick. My gut tells me, because Rich Bisaccio, the coach for the Raiders, said that we had talked about on the sidelines playing for the tie. Okay, I look at that like retirement. Once you talk about retirement, once you consider it, you've retired because you won't have the energy, the adrenaline, the resolve that you had before you ever thought about that. And that's what I was seeing in the Raiders. I was seeing that they're letting the clock go down. They're like, look, we didn't cheat the game. We played to win. And it turns out this is going to end up likely as a tie. And then when Staley called that timeout, I thought it awoke the Raiders to what? Oh, he's still trying to win this game. Oh, he's got another timeout left after this. So we can't just run out the clock. He's going to try to stop it, get the ball back, and work some miracle to win this game. And I think that awoke the Raiders and gave them an energy boost because, Nick, I don't think Josh Jacobs would have run for 10 yards. I don't think he was going to run for 10 yards had they not called the timeout.
They were going to run?
Be wrong, but I think he would have got 3 or 4.
But do you think they were going to take a knee? Because they were clearly going to. This is
no,
the part
they were going to run the football.
Right, they were going to run a play.
They were going to run the football, but I think after they got stopped, once they gained the 10 yards, it's like, oh, wow, we got a much easier field goal.
But they were always going to try
it. Plus,
Wait, hold on.
I don't know that they would have kicked the 50-something yarder.
Oh, I agree. There was a limit that they wouldn't have kicked the field goal. I agree with that. But my point is they weren't taking a knee. They were going to run the ball. If they're going to run the ball, they're going to try to gain as many yards as you can gain. If you're just taking the tie, you would have taken the knee. So Staley thought they were in the wrong defense to stop the run. Now, it turns out the Chargers have no defense to stop the run. They've been terrible against the run all year. They were terrible against the run yesterday. Josh Jacobs went into that game averaging 52 yards a game. He had 132. He had 92 in the fourth quarter in overtime. So, they couldn't stop the run, and that's why they lost. But Wilds, Broussard alluded to it. The reason this timeout is controversial is because the timeout is a stalking horse for what people really want, which is to be able to criticize the math guy. They just want to be able to criticize Brandon Staley. And they didn't like his 4th down attempt early in the game. Not the one that led to a touchdown. That one was fine.
Sure didn't.
And he actually kicked the extra point rather than going for 2. And they're like, damn, I thought I was going to be able to criticize that. And so now a timeout with 3 on the play clock that, in my opinion, had no real impact on the game one way or the other. We don't know. Maybe he would have run for a touchdown. Maybe he would have been stopped. We know the Raiders were going to run a real play. They weren't in shotgun to take a knee. We know that. That we're like, oh, now we can attack him. Oh, boy, genius. Well, yeah, what makes you such a genius, old nerdy McNerderson? You know, back when men were men, we understood a kick is not a bad play. He thinks he's too smart. And you take the point. He's smarter than everybody else. That's all this is. See, Wilds? Right. That's all it is.
It's true. That's the way
people hate him.
I want to root against Brandon Staley. Derek Carr started this year. Don't forget, it didn't start with John Gruden getting fired. The sort of drama around the Raiders started when Russell Wilson said, I'd like to go to the Raiders. And Derek Carr's like, hold on, that's my job.
Right.
He went through that. He went through the John Gruden stuff. He showed a really grace towards Henry Ruggs. And he has filled the leadership vacuum on that team. And I'm very happy for him. On the flip side, Brandon Staley, when after they played the Chiefs, said, you know what, real football people know what I'm doing. There's just something about him wanting not only to play smart football, Broussard, but letting everyone know he's playing smart football. Belichick plays smart football. A lot of guys play smart football. He just wants you to know, I want to be, my brand is going to be the smart guy. I want to be the genius.
But let
and
me
I think
help
that's
you
a little
then,
off-putting,
quickly.
and I think people are rooting for the Chargers to be gone.
That's fine, but let me just help you quickly, Broussard and Wilds. If you want to attack him, he was the Rams D coordinator. He's a defensive guy. Their run defense is terrible. They lost because they couldn't stop the run. You want to attack them? They were 8-5 with a touchdown lead against Kansas City with 2 minutes left to take the lead in the division. After that, they lost that game. They lost to the Texans, and now they lost to the Raiders. They lost 3 of 4 to end the year. There's plenty of things to criticize him for, but you guys just don't like his aggressiveness on fourth downs, which, by the way, they were great on fourth down yesterday. They picked up a 4th and 2 early when you guys would have taken the points. Take the points.
Nick.
He maybe should have been more aggressive. Should have gone for 2. Win the game.
That's where you go too far. Remember I said gut, my man, gut feeling. Now 4th and 2 from the Raiders 19 is a lot different than 4th and 2 from my own 18-yard line. It cost them 3 points. It was in the third quarter, so I won't say definitively it cost them the game, but it could have. Maybe if they don't get those 3 points, it's a different ball game. So come on, man. Staley, he thinks he's too smart for his own good, Nick. Stop playing Madden. It's NFL.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.